Hello YouTube, this is Josh here with Josh's Tech Tutorials. First of all, I apologize ahead of time for the background noises. Stuff still going on in the house, family's home. But anyway, let's just get right to this video. This is a nice little tutorial, or not tutorial, a nice tour of my back computer area. Excuse it that it's a bit of a mess here, but I'm working on organizing it, and a lot of this is some of my sister's stuff and some of the stuff that was back here from when I was a child. So let's get started. So this is all my storage area back here. So right here I have some extra cans of compressed air for blowing PCs out. I have some rubbing alcohol and a washcloth down there to get thermal paste off of CPUs. I have a hard drive because I just replaced my parents' hard drive in their computer a couple weeks back. So that's the point of that. I got this on Amazon. It's a Jacome screwdriver set. It's magnetized, and I got it for like $10. It was really cheap. I'll attach a link in the video description down below. I got it on Amazon, by the way. And then this is where I keep all my install discs and everything in there, and my Windows 7 installer, and a Windows 7 install disk that should be put away. These are just how I keep screws. So I have these little containers here that I keep screws put away in. And then this in here is some extra CMOS batteries. Underneath, and I keep electric tape up here and some extra thermal paste. Nice little syringe of thermal paste that I got online. Really expensive for that one little syringe. I mean, I wasn't too happy when I saw that syringe, when I saw it in person. Anyway, let's get back to this. So we have this fan here, an 80mm, an extra fan, brand new, that I got online, but ended up not needing. Some extra 92mm fan case. These are all some extra an extra 92mm case fan, a couple of 80mm case fans, and then another 92mm case fan right there. This is a 2.5-inch to 3.5-inch adapter that I used to use, but I don't use it nor need it any at this moment in time. If I was to build a desktop at one point, which I can't see me doing yet, then I would use it for an SSD. But anyway, so here's a couple extra power supplies that I pulled from computers that were broken or I disassembled. Some extra CPU coolers right there. My sister's over there playing Yahtzee with her toys. We have some extra optical drives. All these are IDE. I keep all my hard drives and my SATA cables and IDE and everything are all in there. Underneath here is where I keep all my PCI Express cards. So right here, I have a USB card, an Ethernet card, modem on the bottom, a DVI card, two graphics cards here, an extra Wi-Fi card, and then underneath there would be another modem. Actually, two modems, I believe. Yeah, there's two Ethernet things in it, two Ethernet cards, and then a couple modems are in there. Some extra cables are down there. Way on the bottom is really just a couple of cords and some wire ties up right there. Let's move on here. So I have an extra desktop speaker set that is just kind of there right now. I have a case from when I did a case assembly that was a custom build like 12 years ago. That's like 12 or 13 years old. That someone gave to me. What the story behind that is someone who works for who owns a company gave that computer to me and asked me to fix it because the motherboard went in it, but it was all IDE and it took all DDR RAM and everything. it would not, to me it wasn't logical to redo it. It would be more logical to have it replaced. So a couple of old printers right here that were used. This one I started to disassemble. This one down here I didn't do much with. Back there, way back there, is one of my old desktops that were the printer, and the only reason I still have that case is because that's where one of my product keys are for my to activate one of my computer's copies of Windows, because it has a Windows 7 key on it. So this is just a desk that's going to actually be moved and be my sister's computer desk eventually. I have a tray right here because I was using it the one day. This thing I got at the dollar store. I don't really use it often, but it's just a little toolbox thing, I guess, to just kind of carry around things with me. This is where I keep all my memory and everything, like memory. I keep laptop wireless cards. I have this adapter in here. I have a little webcam from an old netbook in there. Here's here's a bunch of RAM, and this is a laptop Wi-Fi wireless card in the event that I ever needed. So this is where I keep that. So right here, put these where they go, and put this where this goes. Way down here is where I prefer this lives. So right here is where I have my kind of repair station here. So any computer that I'm repairing will go right here. This is where I have a Dell keyboard, Dell mouse, and a ViewSonic monitor that I got them all for free from my school that was throwing them all out. And then I have this little Wi-Fi bridge that somebody gave to me that wasn't using it anymore. Because at the time I needed it for an Ethernet jack when I needed it in my room when I had a desktop up there. But now I'm solely living off of my laptop, so I'm fine. I don't need it anymore. But what this is here is a Wi-Fi amp. I think the brand is Amped Wireless right there. See if it'll focus. It is called a high power smart repeater. And this thing is fantastic. Let me show you the back of it real quick. On the back of it, it has 5 Ethernet ports, and then a power jack and a reset and WPS switch. And how do I power this area? Because as you'll see, there's no outlets or anything here. The closest outlet is right there. Well, instead of keeping a cable running across here, I have this extension cord right here. This nice long gray extension cord. So I plug this in, and then it powers all of this right up right here. So you'll see this came on right here. The monitor now turns on, and whenever I have a computer will power up here. But what I do, so I have it here, and then this is only a 2-prong extension cord, so I know I'm probably doing this wrong here. But I bent this up a little bit on a very old crappy extension cord here. And I have it bent right there. And now it just and I have it tied up like that, but it does the job because most of the time it stays unplugged anyway. And then I have other extension cords just kind of here, and then I have this, and then right here at the end here I have this thing, and this powers the Amped SR thing. I have 2 2 extra plugs there in the event that I ever work on laptops, and then I have one for the monitor, and then I just have an extra cable to plug a desktop in. So this is my office area here. My sister was watching Alvin and the Chipmunks apparently. So that's the office area. This is where I do my PC repairs and whatever else. So subscribe to show me your support with this. Like this video and comment down below anything you have to say about it, and have a good day. I'll see you next week.